my channel, and he's like, "Hey, asshole!"
Oh,
I
holy
mean the
shit.
dark cloak.
Holy shit, I totally
Hi.
just realized I didn't turn on the Lonely Egg voice stuff. I'm sorry. It's been quiet this whole time.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah, I fixed it. I'm sorry.
I'm really glad that nobody heard me scream. Ah!
Well, people on my channel heard you scream.
They're used to that.
Steve says he was waiting patiently for that reaction. I added the patiently for narrative emphases. Steve.
So, if Spotify plays another Mamma Mia commercial, I'm going to break my computer.
Why don't you got the premiums, yo?
Because I don't use Spotify that much, except for K-pop.
How you doing tonight, Steve? Hey, you know what? You should adopt Steve too.
I've always wanted a little brother.
Yeah. Steve would be a great little brother. Right, Steve?
Hello, world.
We can punch him, I mean...
Wow,
Hang out
that's...
with him.
I don't think that's what he wants.
No, we shouldn't punch him. We should just lock him in the closet and tell him there's monsters in there. Steve, just so you know, Jessica is gonna adopt you, he's gonna adopt Marie, and he's gonna adopt me. And
Yay!
Jessica and Mark
It's
will
gonna
get to
feed
be
us
our
pizza and
parents.
tacos.
Yep.
Whoops. I forgot which room for Emmy's.
JD says, okay, I adore you guys, but I'm gonna go fiddle with my camera settings some more. Kick butt with the art.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks, JD.
Thank you. Have a good evening, or afternoon, or morning, or something.
Marie.
I'm trying to be appropriate for JD's time zone.
Oh yeah?
Worst thing you can
All right,
do is
Jessica.
assume a time zone.
I'm gonna say it now. I don't want to embarrass you in front of the viewers, but you really shouldn't allow your kids to drink alcohol before the streams.
Oops.
Ah.
Mom, don't take my whiskey away, please.
Don't take my whiskey away, Mom.
I saw. Oh, wait, this reminds me. So my sister was. She had some friends who came,
Oh,
Over.
friends.
and they needed help moving stuff out of their car. And
What kind
I
of
opened
stuff?
up their car, and
Uh-oh.
like, I'll just. I think they forgot that you're supposed to put alcohol in the trunk. I'll just say that there was. It literally, like, they had an alcohol passenger in the passenger seat. It was stacked that
Alcohol,
high, and it was
man.
that apparent what it was, and I was like,
Alcohol, man.
oh lord. These kids.
Shane says, I swear, even with no art, this stream would still be worth coming to. That's really kind of you.
Alright,
That's
everybody turn off
very
your screen.
nice. Thank you.
Ralph Singh, thank you so much for the host. I really appreciate it. By the way, for everybody who's here, I don't know if you guys saw my post, but we are doing a triple stream combo thing today.
Yeah.
Because tonight is our official Lonely Egg Studio stream night with the various people from the team. And the combo streams have been working out really well with just like our, just general for fun ones. So we figured we may as well start doing it with the Lonely Egg Studio streams as well. So yeah, come see what everybody's doing. Jessica's working on an environmental piece for the game. Catherine, who's basically hosting the Lonely Egg Studio stream, is switching back and forth between them. And we also have our mascot, Marie, who's currently dressed in a egg onesie for the occasion.
Yeah, I got it off of eBay. It's really itchy, and I think I might pass out.
Yeah.
Itchy.
So come in and start placing bets on how long it'll take for her to pass out. It's a great time.
Hooray!
Wow.
Yeah, I still need to get that ice cream. I keep going like I'll get on after I get ice cream, and I still haven't gotten ice cream.
There's only one more scene left. Where did I put it? Is it this one? Or is it this one? Uh-oh. Alright, I gotta reorganize my... Oh no, it's not that one. Wow, I never finished this one. I should probably go back to it at some point.
Let's see. Ron says, first lesson, treat all your car belongings as high-profile drugs out of sight,
Excuse me?
including your children.
Oh yeah.
Quick, Marie, in the trunk.
Wow, no Snoopy come back?
Yeah, I was like, wow. Damn, Marie. What happened?
I want ice cream, okay? I'm not thinking about snappy...
Getting stuffed into a trunk?
Yeah. That's not any of my priorities at the moment.
So for people who don't know, this particular scene that I'm working on is for the our proof of concept, just so that we can like test a whole bunch of features. So this is like the first room, and then you can walk out the door over here. You have to like solve a little puzzle, interact with the room a bit, and then when you walk outside, the character's gonna be out here. I don't know if you can see her. So she's like right here, and she walks out up onto this balcony ledge, and then you can look over, and then it cuts to a cutscene of the character looking down at the buildings. Oh, look, it's an Ethan.
See you, Ron. Drive safe.
Bye, Ron.
Bye,
Ethan
Ron.
Walker has
Have a
entered.
safe
the room.
journey.
Hey, Ethan. Ethan, just so you know, we are doing a combo stream. It's actually the Lonely Egg Studio stream night tonight, and you can find all three of our feeds right there, and all three of our chats. However, pro tip, mute all the channels except one of them on that page, so you don't end up hearing us 3 times. It's all the same audio, except for the music, I think, across all 3 of them. But you'll be able to hear all of us talking at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take this off. Yeah. So I actually think I'm done with this. These pieces that we're working on, they don't have to be up to like polished quality right now. I'm like more interested in getting these like separated layers to our level designer, so we can at least like start implementing them. Right now the images that he's working with are all flat, so not a whole lot of fun there.
Better keep separated.
Keep them separated. I do want to finish this city piece thing eventually.
Yeah, later I'm gonna probably keep working on the 3D model of Emmy. I want to get that finished too. I just got to get these 4 sketches out. I'm probably putting a little bit more detail than I should into these, but I'm kind of into what I'm doing. So
Can we have an adoption stream?
how would that work?
Yeah. What?
People from the audience like adopt members of the team, and as long as they promise to feed them pizza and tacos.
I'm down for that.
Sure.
just
Wow.
Hey, I
got
didn't.
side-eyed so hard right now.
I didn't. How do you you know? Can you
Because
see
I
me?
heard it. You side-eyed so hard your microphone picked up.
That's good. That's good. Very, very good. You get a gold sticker for that.
Ah, see, Marie, I got a gold sticker and you didn't. Ha!
I don't need outside validation like you do.
Yeah,
You
but that's your mom.
inferior sibling. Just here for the tacos and pizza.
Aren't all children just there for tacos and pizza?
Yeah.
In case anyone's wondering what I'm working on some sketches for some album covers for a synthwave artist. I'm just pitching
His name
the
is Babaluzu.
Babaluzu, yes, Babaluzu, the infamous synthwave artist.
Check him out on Instagram, Twitter, and
Hello,
Catherine.com.
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 Okay.
Everyone knows he's on Zombo.com.
Welcome.
Anything's possible on Zombo.com.
I wish they would just finally open that website.
Steve wants to just mute me.
Wow. What great friends you have.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How'd your work go today, Steve? Did you get it done? Or did you slack off again?
Blacker.
Because they're so mean.
Blacker, stop slacking.
We're just practicing for the world that we're moving into.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What world is that?
Ice cream world.
The world. Yes.
I don't believe you.
For when we move in with you and Mark, duh.
Oh god, that's not a good idea.
The work that you weren't able to stream that you needed to get done today. That's what I'm talking about, Steve. Yeah, the covers. Okay. There was one that you weren't able to stream, I think you said. Alright, I think this is as... actually, no, I will...
Oh, yes. I guess I didn't explain this thing that I'm working on right now. Emmy's house has this door here. There's gonna be a little lock on it. A lock. Really, it's just the eyeball here. And the player will be able to like use their mouse to lift this eyelid, and then they can turn the iris like a dial, and then it will open up the door.
Oh, that's one of the first person?
Yeah, this is like one of the, yeah. So you would like be able to, you know, Emmy could come up to this. Really? grab any. And we can like come up to the store, you can press like E to interact or something, you know, some similar control. And then it will transition to this scene. And then the player can like, drag this up, and then it's supposed to click in place, and then you can rotate the eyeball. And it needs like a ticker point.
I can dig it. Of course, now it's making me think of Simon because of the grid on the iris. Which would be kind
You're
of
a
cool.
grid.
I
What?
am.
Face.
How'd you know? I bet you can't tell if my snap setting is on or off, though. Yeah. What now?
Mm-hmm.
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 Okay. Steve's working right now. He spent the afternoon reworking the Rivendell drawing. And he finished the other cover while talking to us last night. We're gonna hear back from the dude. Cool.
Huh.
Good luck, Steve. Proud of you. Sort of.
Sort of.
We can't be like full on proud for Steve, because then like it'll get to his head and like, yeah, it's just a bad time.
Yeah, I understand. Your friend's a little special, I got it.
He knows he's special. Thanks,
So-
Steve.
So Facebook changed their UI again.
Again, what? Just now? Like while we were not looking?
Yeah, this bell. I don't remember the notifications thing having like this bell here. This looks different. I don't know if they changed
Yeah.
how it looks or like it's always been a
Bell is-
bell.
It has been no, it's been a world before. a
Yeah,
globe.
that's why I'm confused because it's a bell now.
Bell. I'll have to look. I'll have to look later. Steve says he is the most special. See? He understands.
Well, I didn't expect him to agree.
Oh, this is Steve we're talking about. He'll take what he can get.
Actually, a nice little trick I can do here if I can.
Hmm. Okay. I'm just thinking of how to lay out this next one.
Oh, so the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about before our meeting tonight with the rest of the team, since we're in the stream, we were thinking about like the mechanics of our game, right? And we realized that we've been kind of approaching it the wrong way when we explain it to people, and perhaps even the team. We watched a video last night. I'd have to ask Mark what channel it was, but they were describing basically like game narrative design done really well when, you know, less is shown and told, but yet it feels very expansive.
Yeah.
And they basically were like, there's a lot of like AAA games and even indie games that kind of fall into this pitfall of their game needs to fit, like they're not thinking out of the box enough in that like their game is now being restricted by the game genre itself. So like if you sell your game as a platformer, let's just say, then people expect your entire game to be a platformer. Whether or not it actually fits what's happening contextually in the scene, everything about your game needs to fit within the platformer genre. And it's been really difficult to talk about our game because it's kind of like, you know, it's a fusion game, but I even hesitate to say that because we're kind of like just, sure, we've got some parameters that we have to fit within. Like we probably can't go, you know, full 3D, and we probably can't, like, it probably wouldn't really make sense for there to be a scene where, you know, our game like is a 2D platformer like Mario or something. That probably wouldn't really make sense. But we aren't really restricted to a single mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's been like the hardest part for some people on the team, because when you come onto a game and you want to develop things for it, the first thing they ask is like, okay, what's the mechanic? Because the mechanic is what drives like everything.
What kind
in
of
their
game
mind.
is it? And when people say what kind of game it is, they're just focused on the mechanic.
Yeah, so this guy was basically saying like, you know, think outside the box. You know, like there are a lot of indie games that are doing really artsy, beautiful things, and they don't really fall within a genre. And I have to agree, there are some really beautiful games, but I sometimes feel, might just be a personal opinion too, I sometimes feel like games hit a point where they're like, in terms of pacing, it would make more sense if we just like transported the player to this next scene to hit this narrative point, but that wouldn't really make sense, so we're gonna put some filler here of some platforming.
Oh, yeah.
And you play it and you're like, what was the point of this? Like,
Yeah,
like, what
I
was the
hate
point of this
that.
particular?
Especially when that kind of stuff counts towards game, like total gameplay hours that are promised in a game.
Yeah.
And you have that kind of like, I call it busy work basically in games, like that kind of busy work. Like, it's one of the reasons I don't like playing a lot of MMOs, because there's basically just, I keep saying basically, there's too many fetch quests and things like that, and a lot of repetition as well. So for example, one of my least favorite types of quests in MMOs that'll immediately turn me off from playing the game any further is a kind of game like, for example, it'll be go kill 25 wolves, right? So you go and you kill 25 wolves, and then you come back. It's like, oh, good job, you killed 25 wolves. Okay, now go kill 25 wolves and bring back 25 wolf pelts. And it's like,
now I need
what
8
the hell?
badger pelts for my badger hat.
Right, but it's like you could have done all of that the first time you went and killed 25 wolves, and it's like, kill 25 wolves, wolf pelts. Okay, now the next quest, now bring 25 claws. It's like, what? Well, in theory, I could have just killed 2 wolves and brought you 40 claws. What the hell? You know, stuff like that, and it just feels like you're saying, it just feels like filler.
And like that's a problem with a lot of, this is probably the most apparent in AAA games, because AAA games, they have to meet expectations, and there's a tendency for like AAA games to go way too big in the uncanny valley, and they think that the more stuff there is to do in a game, that equates to like a better game experience. So the example that this guy used in his video was Heavy Rain. or
Yeah.
not even just Heavy Rain, some of the I think
Jason.
also Detroit Beyond Human too, but like they have you. It makes sense like within some scenes to do what they did. Like if you want to get to know a character, sure, it makes sense that
Yeah.
you could have a scene where you do their everyday kind of activities. But there came a point where they were just jamming as many like realistic actions as they could, and it can come off as very, very, very tedious.
Mm-hmm.
The example he used was kind of funny. There's a part where like there's an architect or whatever, and you're sitting at the drafting table, and like they literally have you do like some gesture or button controls, and he just does like lines across the page. Like it was pretty
Oh, I
funny.
remember that. No, I used to, but with Heavy Rain, I think the most aggravating part would be like you would do these tedious things and then at the end find out it wasn't real.
Wow.
You'd be in a fight or whatever, like some intense scene or moment, and then wake up like in your bed, like, okay, thanks. Like,
Or it was
it
just a
all in
simulation or something.
friggin' dream.
Yeah, I see. Again, like it's all contextual. Like these things would be fine if they make sense for the scene, but like if the thing itself doesn't make sense for the scene, but you're compelled to use it because that's the genre of your game, that's not a good use of. Yeah.
It just made me angry. It just made me angry because I thought I was doing all these things for a good reason. Like, I thought I was going through this whole rigmarole for an interesting plot or whatever, and then you're not rewarded with anything. You're just rewarded with frustration because you don't.
You're rewarded with pain.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't add to like you don't progress the story at all. It's just more stuff, and it's so annoying. Like, why do you want to annoy the crap out of your players? But doesn't Assassin's Creed have like it's like the poster child for that problem? Because people always say like there's 2 to 3 hours of really good content in those games, but it's sandwiched between like 16 hours of just nothing, just walking around a town,
Like
following some guy.
Those things have their place. Like the other example that he used that does this really well is like Dark Souls. So like exploring the world of Dark Souls is a big part of that game's experience. So like being able to walk around and learn the lore and all that, I mean, people love that about Dark Souls.
Right.
So it makes sense for
It's
certain
like
things.
sightseeing in a lot of ways. Games like that, like Dark Souls, I think is a good example of a game where you're not only, the combat and all of that stuff isn't the only part, but it's also a little bit of the sightseeing. Like, what's the next area going to look like? Having that kind of element. And I do enjoy the sightseeing in games like that, where you unlock new areas, and it's like the excitement is the environment that you're getting to explore as much as the new enemies that you're going to fight and all of that stuff.
Yes,
But like you're saying, it's got to make sense contextually.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Katerin Chan. We are doing a triple stream. I'll drop you that link. You know the drill.
Doing a trapple stream.
A trapple stream?
Yep.
There goes the flailing tentacles.
So, yeah, our meeting tonight is supposed to be us basically sitting down as leads and kind of like understanding that our game, because it doesn't have our game doesn't have a gimmick that it can fall back onto.
Right.
I really want our team to think about the whole of the game. Like, even if you have a really good story, if the mechanics that we select for the scenes don't make any sense, or they feel disconnected from the narrative or the experience, then, you know, we have to rework it. But that means, like, you know, we have to work really closely together, and we also have to, like, understand, you know, the vision for the game. So
Yeah.
So that's our talk today is going to be about that. Have all of us here played Inside?
Yeah.
I have. I haven't beaten it, but I've played quite a bit of it.
So Mark is not all the way through it. I don't think we're really going to spoil anything for anyone, but the thing that I really like about Inside is it just says so little, but yet you like, I don't feel bad. I don't feel like gypped in any way when I'm moving through that game. Like, I don't feel like I need to go back or look at anything. I feel like I'm discovering things for the first time, and then we move on, and I'm, you know, I could care less if I move onward in the game. So I thought that they did a really good job with their pacing. Like, they introduce this mechanic thing that was pretty cool. Like, you start off in this level going through like a quality control thing. Like, they're yeah. So you kind of get the idea that these people in this weird, out of place, out of time city are, like, you know, don't really have a mind of their own, and they're, you know.
Yeah, and the story's like unfolding through your own deduction. The game isn't really telling you anything; it's just kind of showing you.
But you could tell so much. Yeah, and you get what the world is kind of about. Like, I don't feel the need to have things explained to me like I do some games.
Right. A recent game, Nier Automata. Like, the first couple of hours of that game, I struggled a little bit because I'm like, okay, I don't see the point of all of this. What is happening? Why do I care about these characters? You know, all of that stuff. And it wasn't until I got to the first human settlement and, like, the intrigue started unfolding that I went, okay, I'm really digging this. I'm really into it. Because before that, I was like, I don't, you know, okay, there's these robots. They seem to be behaving a certain way, and that's a bit strange, but, like, where's the pull? Why do I care? Why should I feel bad about killing these little robots? Because I kind of felt like I was supposed to feel bad about killing them, but, you know, there wasn't really anything really telling me anything or showing me anything. And yeah, for like the first couple of hours, I struggled with the game to like get invested, I guess. So that's maybe something else worth talking about as well, is how much do you hold back at the beginning of your game, and how much do you give the player so that you can allow them to get invested and give them the, well, why should I bother? Like, what's the payoff?
It's, you know, it's a lot of like play testing too, because there are things even about, I'll go back to Inside because it's the most recent thing we played. I'll go back to Inside. When you learn about those people that are going through the quality control, and then there's a part where you can control a single one of them, you can like mind control them, and then it comes to a head at a certain point where now you have to control huge groups of people, and that felt very cool. Like, you got to see the parts to the whole you know, bigger mechanic at the end of the level. The part that didn't really do it for me was once you learned about that mechanic, they really, like, they would have just like 3 or 4 puzzles of the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt like, all right, I got it. This was really cool. I love the impact of needing to do this, but I don't want to do it 6 more times.
Right. Yeah, Little Nightmares had a good thing going too. Like, I haven't beaten any of these games. But, you know, like, oh man, I need to beat more games. But anyways, Little Nightmares, yeah, like similar kind of thing. Like, as you're playing the game, you're kind of getting more and more of an idea or how screwed up it really is and all that stuff. And I like you're saying, like, once you have one mechanic introduced, having everything else then kind of start serving that gimmick repetitively, like yeah, that takes me out of a game as well, because I can start feeling like a chore as well. I think I like
So
it when
there's.
oh, go ahead.
Oh no, keep going.
I was just gonna say I like it when a game throws something unexpected at you for you to play through, and then as a result, it ends up becoming very memorable. Like Final Fantasy VII, for example. Steven, if you're still watching, I know you're rolling your eyes, but Final Fantasy VII had like the casino area. Like there was so many different types of games you could play there, and so many different ways that they implemented that into the story, or the strategy section where you had to like set up all the different soldiers to defend the mountain or the village on the map, so it kind of became a little bit of an RTS. But the whole game didn't become about that. That was just like one particular phase of the journey where you got introduced to those mechanics, and then they never got visited again. And I really love that because it made those sequences feel more meaningful and they were definitely more memorable.
Really quick, yeah, inanimate. I still take requests. So if anybody has a doodle request, I'll just open up a new canvas and paint.
Oh man, I wish I would have known that earlier.
Yeah, doodle requests are, it needs a $5 tip minimum, and then you put what you want me to draw in the comment that you can leave with the tip.
The twit.
The twip.
Twip.
Marie, what are you working on? It's so pretty.
I was working on this last time, but like I didn't have any more ideas for it, so I just thought I'd pick it up again this week.
Oh, I like the what's that game? Classic game. Marie, come on, help me out.
There's so many games.
The classic game with the AI that goes crazy and the ship and the.
System Shock?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got that kind of vibe. I like it.
Thank you. I like that game too.
Katerin Shen says that they love all the artwork and these multi-streams and everything. But now they want more of all the art styles, and they love filling their walls with different work, especially when it means replacing their own pieces, because half their walls are their own stuff and they get sick of looking at it. Yeah, I know that feeling. But yeah, having lots of cool art to look at sometimes is very difficult because you want to play it all.
Yes.
Buy all the art.
Especially
I'm
like in
dreading-
Pens. Holy crap.
I'm dreading going back to. So SAC Anime is coming up end of August, and that's what all the doodle requests are going towards, is expenses for SAC Anime. But I'm dreading going back because I haven't gone to a convention since last year. I just know I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna see the vendors and the other artists. I just want to buy everything.
Could feel bad. Oh, I think I have to check with you. I think there's an artist like I really like. I'm a big fan of, and you have to get me something from there.
Okay.
I found out late. Like I saw them on Instagram, and they were like, "Oh, I'm here at SAC Anime." Like, oh man, and they were selling their book, and I was like, "Oh, opportunity missed."
The art books. That's a tough one too.
Yeah, if you want me to
I
get
love
something
art
for you, let
books.
me know.
Yeah, I'll definitely like PayPal you some money. Put in a doodle request.
I'm just so happy that the donation sound worked last time.
Oh yeah.
Page. Okay.
Oh, did it happen?
It did happen.
Holy crud! Inanimate? Did you mean to do that? Did you mean to do?
Whoa.
What happened?
Alright, Jessica, get to work.
Time to do a doodle. You gotta do more than
Wait,
a doodle now.
wait, what
Shoot.
happened? How much did you get?
113.
Oh, wow.
You need to do like a friggin' masterpiece. Get to fucking work, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
Alright. Alright. Thank you, Inanimate. I'm gonna open up a new canvas now for you.
A whole canvas just for you, inanimate.
In fact,
Oh, none of it says this might be my Friday the 13th tat.
there.
What?
I labeled my canvas.
Whoa.
Okay. So inanimate says that he wants.
Hope it's a potato.
No, it's not a potato. It's a pocket watch melting, but it needs to have 13 numbers instead of 12.
Oh, that sounds cool.
New pocket watch.
Sounds very surreal. Cereal.
Cereal.
Speaking of cereal, Jessica, are you gonna buy Maria and I some more cereal? Cause we're out.
Yeah.
What kind
of
of
Captain Crunch?
I want Apple
cereal do you
Jacks.
guys want?
Are you hustling
I like
people for
Apple
food
Jacks.
again?
I want Apple Jacks.
Jessica adopted us and she refuses to give us enough cereal. We need at
Yeah.
least 2 boxes each.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
and mixer bowls.
And not those little boxes. We know you're trying to cheap out on us.
Wait, but that you still didn't. Wait, what type of cereal though? Like,
I want Captain
I want
Crunch.
Apple Jacks.
okay, well you only get one of those, so fight.
What?
Wait.
Should
You
we
said we
just
get 2
call, like,
boxes,
CPS
right?
Yeah,
or
you get 2
something?
boxes of one of those cereals.
Yeah, somebody call CPS.
Please. This is a problem.
This is abuse.
This is literal abuse. This is now the
Come on,
abuse
Marie. We
stream.
both know Apple Jacks is where it's at.
I mean, I like Apple Jacks, but sometimes I want some Captain Crunch.
All right, we'll get a box of each. There we go.
Yay. 2 big boxes.
One of
Of
Captain
both.
Crunch and one of Crunch Berries or no Crunch Berries?
Oh, no Crunch Berries. That's lame.
What?
I'm not 5 years old. I just want the crunch.
Fine. I'll just mix mine with the Apple Jacks.
Ooh, forbidden hybrids.
Alright, I'm
Yeah.
back. My dog dropped her toy, so I had to help her.
Really? She can't pick up her toy?
No.
Oh, I'll go.
For anyone just tuning in, just so you know, we are doing a triple stream tonight with the Lonely Egg Studios crew. We're all working on the Keeper. What?
That's weird. It was like a hiss.
Yeah, I was like, is Jessica trying to tell us to shut up?
She's like, don't say it.
All I heard was. Tch.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Oh, it must just be my mic.
Oh, okay.
So,
In the Keeper
Sure.
Shadow game we're working on. Yeah. Go check out Lonely Egg Studios on
Shadows,
Twitter and learn more about the game and check out the website.
Ooh, no! All these pocket watches! Oh, God! They look so good.
you want to eat them?
Yeah, so good that I want to eat them. Ooh, that's a pretty one. Oh, great.
Someone please stop Jessica from eating the pocket watches.
She's in Pinterest hell.
Okay, I need to get our... Hope I can finish a drawing within... Before, you know, I have to end the stream.
Your doom?
Doom and gloom. Are they coming out with a new... No, never mind. Okay. Where is
Alright.
my pen?
That's for that one.
I dropped my pen.
My pen.
So apparently one of these flash drives has like all of my high school photography projects on it.
Okay, time to upload it on Facebook.
Yeah, I think I told Maria this story, but there was like some asshole on Facebook who like took some photography that I had taken and used it as his cover photo and then didn't credit me and then had the gall to message me about something I forget, and then I reported him to Facebook, and then like Facebook was like, we can't do anything about this, I'm sorry.
Wow.
What?
What are they even good for?
And like
Why did Facebook say they couldn't do anything about it?
I don't know. I said this is my art and he stole it, and then Facebook was like, we can't take this down. We can just block him if you want.
Did you say you own the copyright and all that stuff?
It like I had proof it was mine. I literally have shown this piece at
I know, but
galleries and stuff.
A lot of that depends on how you word things. Like if you word it in a very heavy-handed, I'm very legal kind of thing, they'll usually take stuff down really quick. But if you just go, oh, it's my artwork and stuff like that, like they won't take it as seriously. It's stupid, I know, but it does help a lot when you use the right terms and all of that stuff. Look into
I wish I knew this back.
DMCA
Yeah.
takedowns.
I wish I knew this back in high school though, because I don't even remember who it was because I blocked him because I couldn't
This
do
was in high
anything.
school?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, look into how DMCA takedowns are written to get some ideas about how to handle that stuff.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, because like those and Jessica, you know this, the t-shirt websites, like the ones that put up the sponsored posts on Facebook, like, ooh, I don't know, what's a good example?
Your shitty shirts.
Yeah, it's like
$5.
shittyshirts.com, and it'll be $5 sale, 24 hours only, and it'll be some stolen artwork.
Yeah.
And what they'll do is they'll promote the hell out of that post, and then people go in and tag their friends and all that stuff, because it's it's usually a pretty like funny design or whatever, but it's more often than not stolen work, and they'll just have it up for 24 hours and they'll make a shit ton of sales. Not only that, but like, okay, even if they don't sell anything, that still damages, because one of the things you can go after, and I'm not a lawyer, so by all means double check all this shit that I'm saying, because these things change all the time and it varies on where you live. But that's the disclaimer. But things like impressions and engagements, like that costs money in the advertising world. So impressions being even someone scrolling past your work. If it's been stolen, that still counts as an impression. And if somebody clicks on it, likes it, comments on it, shares it, all of that stuff, that's a direct engagement. If they click on the link being advertised, that's also engagement. And that stuff is basically money. That is money. Even if people don't buy shirts, that is still money, because your work was used illegally to promote and to create those engagements.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the worst examples I had of that was with iFunny. Have you guys heard of iFunny?
No.
Oh, who hasn't?
Yeah, so iFunny took that Star Wars
More like no funny.
Fallout bash that I did, like the mashup, like the funny Fallout Star Wars parody thing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
So they took it and they posted it on their front page and they featured it, and that thing got like 250,000 hits, right? Which, wow, that's great. However, they did crop out my website and my signature from it, and it was posted from an employee of their site. So it wasn't just some user who went and lifted it off my website or ArtStation or whatever. It was an employee from their company that put it up, and I raised hell about it, because I'm like, this is impressions and engagements that you guys are benefiting from, because it was getting shared around in social media and all that stuff. And the fact that my stuff was also omitted from it, and it was posted from an employee of their own website, like I raised hell about it, and they took it down within a couple of days, which was still too long. I think when I last looked at it, it was nearing 350,000 impressions, like views and shares and all that stuff, comments and all that. It was insane. But you know, that's 350,000 views that like they got for their page and everything, and like, oh, okay, cool, people like my work, but it doesn't do anything if they don't know who did it. And you guys know how hard it is to get 350,000 people to look at anything you've done, let alone 10,000, right? It's tough. I mean, considering how much Facebook charges for you to do a boosted post on your page, even just to get 2,000 people to look at it, if you add that up to 350,000 people, that's a lot of freaking money.
It's just shitty how, like, there's no protection, you know, for the people who make stuff, and there's no punishment for the people who, like, there's no real punishment for them.
Unless you have money.
Well, I mean, yeah, they have money, and, like, they can just repeat doing this without getting in trouble, because I think most people would not challenge them.
Right, because it takes money. That's the biggest thing. If you have money to hire lawyers and all that stuff and put the boot down and stuff and go through all the litigation, then you can then you can defend yourself. But the problem is that that's the reason a lot of these companies go after smaller artists, is because they know that the smaller artists aren't going to go to court. Because even if you're suing someone and you're in the right, no matter how right you are, it's still going to cost money.
The law can be bent in so many ways too. I mean, a lot of it comes down to like who can argue better, on top of the money thing. But
who can argue better? Yeah.
Who can change their people's, you know, opinion and interpretation of the law?
I don't know if you saw, but Inanimate says no rush. They don't want you to feel under pressure.
No pressure. Just staring at numbers.
No breaks.
Math was my worst subject, so, you know.
Big mood. Actually, I think I was worse at science than I was at math, now that I think of it.
I loved science. I almost went into, if I wasn't going to do art, my other option was I would go into bioengineering, which...
You could have been making clones. That would have been cool.
Yeah, like, I don't know, it just... I never liked math or science, but, like, math was just, like, I guess slightly a bit more accessible for me for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain it. I remember, I feel like I was better at math than I gave myself credit for, because, like, I didn't do amazingly in it in college, but, like, in high school, I remember... Went back to visit my high school teacher after I had graduated, and I was like, oh yeah, by the way, I ended up getting a 4 on the AP exam. Like, this was my calc teacher. And she was like, you were probably, like, one of, like, 3 people who got, like, above a 4 on that 4 or better on that exam. Like... And then she also was like, yeah, you know, like, you probably would have been, like, super good. Like, you would have had really good grades in math if you just stopped doodling in your notebook during class.
Oh my gosh. Catherine shows lots of potential. She only applied herself.
Yeah. I think her class was, like, really early, and I just...
I had a nickel.
Yeah. I just, like, didn't have the attention span for math, but, like, she was like, yeah, when you were good at it, you were good at it.
You just apply yourself.
Mark and I met through, math.
Aw.
Through math?
Math love.
I needed a tutor in calculus, and he's good at math, and I was like, what's one way to improve my grade and also force him to be with me 2 times a week?
Nice. Like, yeah, if you just carry the 1 here, like, I'll carry your 1.
Wow. Wow.
How do you measure circumference?
Oh my god, Marie. Family friendly.
Plastic
Remind yourself.
Marie.
Oh, I found this old photo that I did an image restoration of, and I want to see if maybe I can do it a little bit better. I'll do that on stream. For the, like, half hour we have left.
Whatever you do, don't do it. I need to bring like a texture or something.
What's on this flash drive then?
Merge. Am I blind?
Marge!
Where is it?
Marge!
Here we go.
Oh, this is my presentation for my painting class in college. What, this is, I found a presentation from when I was doing a master copy assignment in my painting class, and, this one, like, header in the presentation just says, what I'm learning from making my copy, and then it's very small font, which isn't done yet. This is just about how all my presentations went. Ooh, I like how I did that.
I rasterize this. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. Will this let me do this?
Yeah, that's literally all that's on this flash drive, huh? Oh shit.
I guess so.
Ugh, and then I have to skew the whole thing. Move it around like a...
Like a what?
Nothing.
Like a
Nothing, Marie.
Yeah, Marie.
Oh yeah.
Ugh, really? I have to...
Have all my D&D notes up. I'm just laughing. Cause the arc...
D&D notes?
Yeah, because the arc that I wrote is really just, like, dumb. Like, very, like, enjoyably dumb. The whole premise of the arc is, basically, they found this guy who's trying to ask you to, stop this, girl he met on a dating site from, killing him for, like, ghosting her.
Okay.
Like, basically this, like, deadbeat
Wait,
kind
this
of
is
dude.
D&D?
Yeah, it's D&D. It wasn't an actual website, though. It was more like, I guess, kind of like a by-mouth kind of service where, like, there were signs
okay.
around, and, yeah. God, it's so dumb.
Definitely sounds not typical.
Yeah, and, like, I had no idea where I was going with it when I started writing it, so now I'm trying to put the pieces together, and I'm just finding, like, all these plot holes because I'm like, I didn't know what to do with this. But they seem to like it. Somehow my puzzles end up accidentally being good. Because I always rate them and I'm like, these sound way too easy, and then they get to them, and like today they were like, oh, like, we shouldn't have let her had like 2 months to like rate this session because like she rates really good puzzles, and I'm like sitting there like revising the notes as I go along because like what I thought was too easy ended up being too hard, and I was like, yeah, let's go with that.
Dun dun dun.
I don't know. It sounds to me like you might have a calling there that you've missed out on.
Yeah, apparently puzzles design. I'm not even that good of a game designer if you ask me. I have like literally like less than no idea of what I'm doing.
Maybe you're really good at doing it for D&D though.
I guess. It's funny because I haven't even roleplayed that much.
It's all storytelling.
Yeah, I have to find a way to have an actual plot around all of this stuff that I'm writing. I don't know. I'm not very good with really long-form narratives. I'm trying to figure that out.
Yeah, that's a good thing to figure out. I think for most people, that's always a work in progress.
Warp. Okay. Think I am ready to tackle you. Let's do this. Oh, God, I'm so good. I like this music right now.
Me too.
Just music playing. I like it. Okay. Getting all serious about your piece now, Inanimate.
Uh-oh. The sleeves are getting rolled up. Hmm.
Yeah, let's go with that.
All right. think that's good.
Oh my god, I just look at the screen and there's just a baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Dang it, Marie. What are you doing?
That's not Marie, that's me. I'm doing photo
Oh my
retouching.
God. Catherine, what are you doing?
I'm doing photo
Oh,
retouching.
Good. Oof.
That's your cue, Marie.
Now Marie.
Put the horns on the baby.
Now Marie can do whatever she wants. Here, watch. I can do this. Hold on. I'll be Marie.
Yeah.
Gotta give baby bus.
There you go. Now it's perfect.
Whoa, Marie, your piece looks incredible.
Thank you.
Those colors are so cool.
Hey, Marie, would you mind doing a tutorial of that?
The gum road.
Yeah,
please.
I'll pay $1. I'll pay $1 for it.
I'll charge $50 per view.
Per view?
Wow.
Maybe you should just do a seminar. An 8-hour seminar. Live stream.
Hello, welcome to my rejected TED Talk. I am not here to inspire you, but to take your money. I mean, inspire you.
I'm just here to talk to you about the movie Ted. Welcome to my TED Talk.
Just gonna talk about Ted.
The movie Ted specifically.
I'm just gonna talk about Ted. Ted.
Man, I should probably work my Shrek piece instead of this.
Shrek?
Yeah, what a concept.
Don't care.
When is Shrek Fest?
September 2nd in Madison, Wisconsin.
Scanson.
Trying to get out there, but I'm just trying to figure out plane tickets, which is like the hardest part.
Say that you are a donkey and you want to go to Wisconsin, and then
I need a
make
blue
your-
flower with red thorns. Blue flower, red thorns.
Yeah. Sure, it's not a red flower with blue thorns.
Blue flower, red thorns.
Whoa.
You whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Whoa.
Like how you're working on that baby head.
Try to see if I can.
think the baby needs cybernetic implants.
Like,
Yeah.
we talked
I
about
agree.
like Adam Jensen ass bullshit.
Baby Jensen. Jensen Jr.
Yeah, rip.
Why would we
And he
wait?
has the same voice.
Why would you put Adam Jensen's butt on it?
What?
See ya, Shane.
Yeah,
I said,
see ya.
Why would you put Adam Jensen's butt on it?
Never asked for this.
Why not?
I just didn't.
I mean, how would that even work?
Carefully. Madam
Just gotta
Jensen.
Sneak into the Chinese cybernetic implant store and
Superpowered baby? Superpowered baby?
yeah,
Oh wait, no, super baby method? That's the one.
super baby method.
Super baby method?
That's the one.
I don't know why I was thinking superpowered baby instead of super baby method.
Superpowered baby.
My new favorite Metal Gear Solid line, superpowered baby.
Super baby. No.
Go, go, super baby.
Oh no.
Go super baby. I like how happy this baby is.
Yeah, I think it's like an old, I think it's like one of my mom's old photos or something. From like when she was a wee bab. I still can't figure out how to touch up the hair because there's just tape going through the hair.
I mean, what you did looks fine. I just think the repeat on the left side of the dark shadow, maybe you can just mix it up a little bit so it doesn't look as repetitive. You know what? Give her a helmet.
Okay, hold on.
And Animate says, "Rubber baby buggies."
Oh god.
Oh, doggy. Baby a doggy.
I'm gonna just attempt to draw a football helmet.
Give the baby a football.
Hey Maria, are you still sharing your screen?
No, because I'm eating ice cream.
Oh no! I have to change your screen then.
Yes, because all we see is Marie's icon.
Oh, what's wrong with that? It's a bunny.
I mean,
Where are you
It's
seeing?
tagged art stream, not icon stream.
Hey Marie,
It's ice stream.
are you seeing this shit? Seeing this baby?
Baby. The baby is like a quarterback.
Somebody needs to do an ice cream stream sometime.
I like this baby.
Just so people can keep
Babies.
saying ice cream stream.
This baby is going places. Baby's got a one-way ticket to the local circus.
There you go, to hell.
I think that's...
Hey, everyone wants to see the foot baby.
Oh god.
The what?
It's a football baby. It's a foot baby.
Oh, I'm sitting here wondering why my pen's not working, and I realized I never turned Windows Ink back on from when we played Jackbox.
Oh, you have to turn that shit off?
Yeah, just to use it
Is that
on.
what messes with it?
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Oh.
We should play Jackbox.
I really want to play Jackbox. I'm so sad there's a... Hello?
Oh, I just
Hi.
although I don't know if I can trust you guys.
Wow! You can't trust me, your marketing PR manager?
Oh man, Lonely Egg scandal breaks out right here, live on the stream.
Nobody trusts the marketing people, I can't believe this.
Hashtag Jackboxgate.
Oh my god. Please don't make that a thing. No.
It's too late. It's already in motion.
How could you not
I can't
According
believe...
to Encyclopedia Dramatica, it all started on a live stream on July 12th, where Jessica claimed she didn't trust her PR manager. It's
For
crazy.
her children.
Or her children.
Speaking of children, like, I can't believe I spent 5 minutes. I'm gonna put this on stream for a second, but I just drew a helmet and a jersey on this baby.
What?
Look at this
I
baby.
like this baby. Yay!
I like this baby
Pass
too.
me the ball, baby.
That should be your Twitter avatar.
No.
Yes.
I just want to restore this baby. The baby's almost
The
restored.
baby needs to be in a disco club.
No.
I agree.
It needs to be having more fun. Why aren't you having more fun, baby?
Because it's not in a disco club. Duh.
God, every time you say the word baby, I just keep thinking of Toby Fox's The Baby Is You. Have I told you guys about The Baby Is You?
Baby
The
Zoo?
baby zoo?
No, The Baby Is You.
I think I was in one of those.
You mean daycare?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Baby Zoo.
The baby
Either that or
is...
Chuck E. Cheese.
Ugh.
Please don't feed the baby.
No, no, no. So yeah, The Baby Is You is a, like a 15-minute Homestuck rock opera by Toby Radiation Fox. Better known as the guy who made Undertale. But before that, he was a filthy
More
Homestuck.
like Undertale.
Before that, he was a filthy Homestuck, and he made a lot of, like, very well-known music for the comic. But then he also made The Baby Is You, which is well-known, but not in a good way, I guess. The Baby Is You is a rock opera about, made as a commentary for some rules on the MSPA forums, where they said that, like, you could talk, like, they didn't have rules against, like, talking about, like, characters in incestuous relationships, but they had rules against male pregnancy. So Toby Fox wrote an entire rock opera making fun of this rule. So the premise was that, like, it was, like, a really bad fan fiction where, like, Dave was pregnant, by John, who was also the kid. So, I can't really explain it otherwise, but it's just ridiculously stupid, and surprisingly enough, the title song in the rock opera is really catchy. Also, Casey Green is in it. The guy who made,
Really?
yeah, the guy who made, This Is Fine comic. Like, yeah, he's a Homestuck fan, I think. And he just, like, has, like, a whole part where it's called the Gun Show Sing-Along, and he's just singing along to the main song, and The Baby Is You. And there's, like, really, like, dumb, like, accordion music in the background. And it's an experience. I think if you do not completely hate Homestuck, I would not write off listening to it.
Multi-Twitch. 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 Yes, it is a multi-Twitch. Here you go. Inanimate was asking for the multi-Twitch link. Sorry about that.
Man, I even have stuff from the school paper in here.
What?
School paper.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
Like that
I
one
was...
time You beat that kid up.
I was
and
editor...
Put him in
That's...
the gym locker.
Yeah,
Dang.
I was editor-in-chief of the school paper in high school, so I have a lot of stuff from, like, my last year of being on the paper, because I graduated.
That one time, you told the teacher, you better give me an A or else I'll write something about you in the paper.
It's about journalistic integrity, Marie. As the first and last time I will mention Gamergate on this stream.
Wait, that was the first time.
And the last time.
Like just now when you said the name.
The first and last time I will ever... Well, no, I referenced it. I said it's not about journalism, or it's about journalistic integrity, guys. That was a Gamergate joke.
I know. But it was just subtle enough that you didn't even have to say it, but now you said it.
I thought you genuinely didn't get it.
No, I did.
Oh my
That's why I thought it was great.
Wow, I can't believe this.
Oh, inanimate. Here's a thing you could do. So your browser window, just shrink it down, and that will adjust the amount of bandwidth each of those windows is taking. So the bigger your stream window is, obviously the larger the video feed's going to be. But if you shrink it down, you'll be able to watch all three with minimal buffering issues. So just to give you an idea, like for me, I've got my my browser windows crunched down to like 3/4 of the screen, or sorry, 1/4 of the screen, and the chat size unfortunately remains the same size roughly. But it's a good way to watch all three of them without destroying your bandwidth. And then the other pro tip is, you know, mute all of them except for one, and to save your sanity, so you don't have to hear Marie screaming 3 times. Because Marie screams all the time. It's like her default method of communication.
Ugh, God, it sucks. Can't bring her to can't bring her anywhere.
Especially libraries.
I'm sorry I screamed at the potluck. I won't do it again.
You better not.
Just wait till Mark gets home.
Alright, so I got, my original, retouch next to the original photo.
Yes.
Look at that. I got some things better, and then I still don't know. I kind of like the harsher lighting on this one.
Yeah. The other one got a bit blown out.
Yeah. But this one looks less wrinkled, and I got rid of all the fading on the sides.
Well, guess that shows you.
Guess that shows me. I probably did this in half the time that it took me to do that, too.
Probably. It's all about that color lookup.
Oh god, it's already 7:30, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Wrap it up.
Time flies when ruining potlucks. I mean, spending time with friends and not screaming.
Mm-hmm.
In other news, my friend messaged us, good news, unlimited chicken tenders is back at Applebee's. Bad news, my bartender called them tendies.
You know what? The tendy thing is becoming a problem because I went to get some KFC for my family, and
You don't have
when
a
I was
family,
reading,
liar.
I don't have a. I'm trying to make this relatable, okay?
Okay.
So,
that makes sense.
Hashtag
The humans-
relatable.
The humans will
um,
have an easier time keeping up if they imagine
So
that.
I was trying to get KFC for the people locked up in my basement, and I'm going up and I'm reading the menu, and I swear to God, I read tendies. it's infected my mind. There's no reality anymore, except for the one in front of our computer screens.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's true.
yeah, that's the time that I didn't see tenders or chicken strips. I just read tendies and proceeded to chuckle. But yeah, the tendy thing needs to stop.
Hmm.
And then the way they spell honey mustard is a goddamn disgrace.
Yeah.
Just it all needs to stop. Let's just eat regular chicken again, America.
Let's make chicken great again.
And none of that boneless wing stuff. I don't know if Lewis is listening, but we're looking at you.
Talking about boneless wings again?
Freaking boneless wings.
Boneless, but with the red bee specifically.
Like, it's a boneless wing. Like, no, it's not a wing. Does it have a bone in it?
But it's still tasty.
Is that you, Mark?
Whoa!
Oh, hi, Mark.
Ah, the feds are
Wow,
here.
super late. Hmm?
Yeah, I lost track of time. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
What?
Dad.
Oh,
Hi, Dad.
what?
Hello, Papa.
Did you bring the Apple Jacks?
We're hungry.
Only for you.
See?
Did you get the Captain
Mark
Crunch?
got us Apple Jacks.
I see what you're trying to do. I want Captain Crunch, man.
Probably brought
well,
Captain
if you're
Crunch too.
both gonna be picky, then neither of you gets anything.
We're
Oh,
not
what?
being picky. It's called get us the food or I'm calling CPS.
Mark, this is bad PR.
Look, you're gonna have to
really
come
thought you
to
were
an
gonna be a
agreement
cool parent.
because I'm only buying one box. of
The
food.
agreement is 2 big boxes of Apple Jacks and Captain Crunch.
Yeah, don't listen to what Mom says. She's lying.
Who's mom?
Um,
It's
Um,
just it. Dare I asked, is Jess mom?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. They
Oh,
did.
God.
They did adopt us. Oh, by the
Uh-huh.
way, Mark, you guys adopted us, so
Oh, we did.
yeah,
yeah,
we signed the papers.
that's what
We're
happened while
yours
you
now.
were while you
And
were gone.
also, we will accept only pizza and tacos as a form of dinner.
Mark's a lot more strict than me. I don't think he's gonna allow that.
Well, we will just have to break
Alright,
him.
I'll just tell the cops about that.
That just sounds like a challenge, right, Marie?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like, what? If he's not gonna get us our cereal, then we're just gonna have to remind our teacher that Mark likes to
Party.
try to break Sal's legs every night.
Yep.
Whoa!
And I saw it, and I witnessed it, so there's no getting out of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happens when you adopt clever kids.
Yeah, we're too good. We're too clever for our own good. That's why you should guide us and give us what we want.
Well, what you want.
Or there'll be no problems.
My god, Marie, like, right after you were like, is Lewis watching because we're talking about boneless wings again, he actually messaged me. He was like, I just got... But he's not watching the stream. He was like, yo, I just got back from Hotel Transylvania 3. And I was like, nice, how was it? Also, you messaged me right after Marie asked me if you were watching a Lonely Egg stream because we were talking about boneless wings again.
Oh my god. It's taken
Freaking
away from them.
wings.
Jess, what are you working on?
Oh, an animate donated, and he asked for
It was
a
awesome.
pocket watch that's melting.
Why does it go to 13?
Oh, because he wanted it to go to 13.
That's what he wanted.
That's what you
Yeah,
wanted,
Mark, don't question.
Customer's always right, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
I didn't say
Don't
it was
you know
raw.
good service?
I wanted to know why.
Your precious logic has
how
no
about-
place here.
How about you don't get to know why? How about you just act like you understand?
I don't understand.
It's called art, Mark.
It's
Wow.
called creativity.
All right, we should wrap up though, so you can get ready for our meeting.
Yeah.
Alright. So...
Alright, I'm ready for the meeting.
Yeah, get out, Marie.
Get out, Murray.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the meeting. I'm ready to
Crash the
provide
meeting.
that
Marie's gonna crash the meeting, everyone.
That 10th arc.
And Bay.
I can't believe Marie's gonna crash the meeting.
So now we're gonna have 10 arcs in this story,
Mm-hmm.
and the 10th arc will be when Emmy finally
Hits the dab.
gets 2 boxes of Captain Crunch cereals.
Not the small
are you even
ones.
talking about?
Not the small ones, the big ones.
The big ones. I don't want that tiny ass box shit. Don't try to screw me over. I mean, Emmy. Don't try to screw Emmy over.
Alright.
But yeah, why don't we formally end this stream? So...
Forever.
Yeah, forever. So, who wants to plug themselves first?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm Mark. I'm really awesome. You should, worship me.
Follow me on
Like,
follow me on Twitch, like, comment, and subscribe.
No wonder we're terrible.
Holy crap. Shots fired. Alright,
Pew, pew, pew.
take it off stream so that Mark and Jessica can reprimand us again for our
Oh
behavior.
man.
get
You
ready
hear
for
what
this
they do
mission.
to us?
We may as well just get it over with now.
So, why don't you sign us off? Tell us about where we can find you.
You can go to the Lonely Egg Studios website where we can find all of us.
Yeah.
Because Jessica told me to say it that way.
Is she holding you at gunpoint or something? What the hell?
you can go to lonelyegg.com and you can see all of our stuff and read all about In the Keeper's Shadow, which is the
About
game
the
that we're
eggs.
working on. And at some point, we will be posting pictures of Marie, our mascot, in her egg onesie for you all to
From
enjoy
eBay.
from eBay.
It's gotta happen now. It's on stream. Now it's like
It is on stream.
a binding contract.
Yep. It has been made with the viewers.
And also you can follow us on
Can't
social
wait.
You can also follow us on social media at Lonely Egg Studio. No, sorry. It's at Lonely Egg Studio. Our website's just Lonely Egg.
Catherine.com.
Yeah. Order it now on online.com. Stole that from an old Game Grumps bit. But yeah.
Or you can go to website.org to learn more about Catherine.com.
Exactly. But yeah, Lonely Egg Studio on all social media. Our website's lonelyegg.com. Please follow us and support us. Also, another thing is we have a Discord. It's discord.gg/lonelyeggstudio. And that will give you an invite link to our really cool development Discord where you can talk to us about the game and tell us about yourself, your life story.
Please don't.
Donate Marie Captain Crunch cereal. You can do
Yeah,
that there.
that's
She's the goddamn
right.
egg. I mean, you gotta
Oh,
give her
you're
cereal.
Feed the egg.
Typical.
Gotta feed the eggs, you guys. It's very important. I have to grow big and strong.
Lewis gave me an update on the wing situation. I wasn't watching the stream, but I'm glad we can still call them boneless wings, because they are wings.
They aren't wings,
They're not
it's
wings.
just snuggies. Snuggies, Lewis.
Yeah, good work, everybody.
Yeah, so we're gonna sign off here.
Yay,
But
triple shade.
we'll probably I think it's safe to say that the multi-streams went well, so I think we'd probably do this in the future, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
really well.
fun.
I think people like it, and there's variety, and yeah.
And entertainment
Yeah.
and
Atmosphere.
Dress as an egg.
services.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
All right.
Night everyone.